All right, Shalom. Back out here again. Spirit power, you have about shot. Before we begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh, Bashem, Rakakudash. Double honor to our teachers, the apostles, and elders, great millstone. Much faith, you brothers, labor, worldwide, and sincere. Amen. We out here to declare the words of the Lord. When we speak his words, things go into motion, things go into action, man. All right, just like Moses. When the Lord told him to tell this to Pharaoh, guess what? Things went into motion. The Lord went to action. Why? Because Moses was speaking the words of the Lord.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High.
Yep.
If any man minister,
It said, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. Meaning what? This word, man, and its entirety. All right? Go ahead.
if any man minister,
Yep.
let him do it as of the ability which the Most High giveth.
Yeah, if any man be a servant, all right, let him do it to the ability that the Most High gives. We got certain talent that the Lord give us that we are supposed to trade with.
That Yahweh in all things,
That Yahweh, go ahead.
in all things
Yep.
may be glorified
Yep.
through Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Which is the spirit of prophecy. So yeah, we gonna speak the words of the Lord so Yahweh shall glorify you.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 36, verse 14. Fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracle.
Who fills Zion, that memorial, that monument, that remnant, go ahead, with our unspeakable oracles. Oracles, go ahead.
And thy people with thy glory.
And our people with that glory. And that's what's going to soon to happen, man. The glory of the Lord is coming upon us right now, man. All right, we are of another fashion. We're not like these people here, man. That's why you constantly see us firmly in the spirit prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom.
It says, give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name.
Woo, read that again.
It says, give testimony
Give testimony, go ahead.
unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning.
Woo, reincarnation, man. So you back in your lot. Just like we, a certain guy is probably back in his lot, man. He may just have an elephant fall on his ass out the blue, man. You know, you back in your certain lot, man. And the Lord's giving testimony to those same spirits that speak his word.
It says, raise up prophets that have been in thy name.
See, and raise up prophets that have been in your name. That's bad. To speak his word, man. Okay? So these things come to pass. So the Lord can jump in action and destroy Babylon the Great. Rid of us our enemy.
To whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
To whom be praise, dominion forever and ever, man. That's who's going to get the praise. How about Shah? We're speaking his word. Give me that. We're speaking his word, man. Okay? And everything that the Lord says is going to come to pass. Don't you see a great drought going on? Okay? You got the governor now telling people you must stop using water. We're at a critical, you said a critical crossing point. Well, if you don't start using water, they ain't gonna have water to have no gas. You're not gonna have any tap water to drink, man. Well, guess who's doing that? It's the Lord of hosts, by the way of his prophet, speaking his word.
Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony.
To the law and to the testimony, which is what? The spirit of prophecy. Go ahead.
If they speak not according to this word,
yep.
It is because there is no light in them.
It is because there's no light in them, man. So you see guys that don't go into prophecy, guess what? The Lord said there's no light in them, man. They're not warning the people. They're not telling you what's coming. All right? That's how you prepare your mind, prepare your soul, prepare your understanding for these damn perils that the Lord is for the sin, man. It's going to be very grievous out here. We can't even understand how much wrath the Lord has prepared for this place. I better get the problem. What's that? Evil arrows found? Oh, yeah. Look for evil arrows.
Yeah, this is the book of 2 Ezra 15:1.
Yep.
No, speak thou mouth.
Yep.
Said the Lord.
See, the Lord has put His words in our mouth. Those same prophets of old coming back to declare it. Go ahead.
It says, and cause them to be written in paper,
Yep.
but they are faithful and true.
Meaning they're gonna come to pass. You got that revelation for that?
Oh, I got something.
Okay, good. Yeah, because they are faithful and true. They're gonna come to pass. Why? Because these are the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy.
Revelation chapter 19. Yeah, Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true.
Yeah, they said Yahweh Shai called faithful and true. Going back to these words of prophecy, man. Go ahead.
And in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
And does righteousness do we judge and make war, man? Oh, what is that? Melchizedek? I can't pronounce it. Melchizedek, yeah. Malak Tazadak, king of righteousness, man. That's Yahweh Shai. Okay? You get what you got. That's all.
Psalm 19, verse 7. Yep. The Lord is perfect.
Yep.
Converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure.
The testimony of the Lord is sure. These things are going to come to pass. We have a more sure word of prophecy. Hold First Peter.
He said the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
Yep, the Lord is perfect. His word in its entirety. That's how we're being cleaned up. It's perfect. Converting the soul, man. We was going popping fucking fireworks on the 4th of July, man. Eating these pagan ass food, man. These abominations, man. Yeah, we was once that, but the Lord saw fit to convert us and clean us up, man. It wasn't even of our own doing. And that's, man, we heard the call, you know, and we believe the report. These folks hear the call. What is that? Hebrews 42, but it wasn't mixed with faith. And that's a faith is a gift. And man, dang, boy, that's heavy. That's heavy, man. You got it.
Right? You don't know nothing about it.
The
Lord got to reveal it to you.
Yep. That's bad.
It says on the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure.
The testimony of the Lord is sure. Get that right quick.
This book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy.
See, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, man. We know it's coming to pass. We see it. Go ahead.
Whereunto ye do well.
Whereunto you do well. Take heed, pay attention, watch. Go ahead.
That ye take heed.
Oh, let's see. Go ahead.
That means you will stay alive.
Good.
They would have, if they would have took heed in the days of Noah, they would have been alive. See? It would have been more than 8 people if they would have took heed to that prophecy, man. Yeah. And it's been the same black day. The same, ain't no gray area. You on this planet Earth to be destroyed or to be delivered, man. And the bridge to that is when his word is on display.
Yeah. Oh, you good? You good?
There's unto a light that shineth in a dark place.
Ooh, it's a light that shineth in a dark place. We're in this gross darkness, man. We're in this gross darkness, but it's light that shines on us in this dark place, man. Go ahead. I want, but I ain't gonna hit them damn end of it. Yeah, man.
Until the day dawn.
Until the day dawn.
And the day star arise and go hard.
I was shot, man. Until the day star arise and go hard. He gonna chase away the dark. He gonna chase away the disinformation that Esau has put out, man. You ought to know in that day who the Lord of hosts is. Come on, man.
Yep. Exodus 81. And he after me said, the Most High have made this world for many.
Yep, the Most High have made this world for many. Go ahead.
But the world of come for you.
The world of come. It's gonna be a very small remnant to be saved, man. And we understand that. That's why we're only looking for those who are of like mind. When you can't get it, we clap to your house by shot. When you can get it, we clap to your house by shot. See, if you can get it, good for you. I mean, we close to the king. If you can't get it, well, you're gonna die. That's it.
You got another chance.
That's it, huh? That was it on that?
Yeah, God, yeah. Second Ezra 15, I started one again that behold, 2,000 years my people, words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
See, the Lord has put these words of prophecy in our mouth.
It calls them to be written in paper,
Yep.
but they are faithful and true.
These words don't come fast.
Fear not the imagination against you.
Fear not the imagination against us. Right? It's a lot of imagination. All right, that Esau had that he's going to try and implement, man. This door-to-door, this gun violence, and guess what, man? New York declared that first. It's going to spread around the country, man. Because there's gun violence all around the country. What you think they're going to do in Chicago, man? They make them grown in the truth, man. But you changed. Then at the same time, they're going to ask you, have you taken that thing? Have you got inoculated? Right? And you got these sellout juveniles, you know, trying to keep the country going. You got these guys, but you got these guys juveniles, man. You gonna die a grievous death, man. You blatantly sour. He said in an interview, he took it. It's a family decision, but BLK came at us with the offer. Hey, you could have turned it down, but you a nigga. You wanted that bread.
They probably ran out of money.
Yep. He wanted to get back to that lifestyle. He had to bring Manny Fresh and Mia X along with it. That's crazy, man. Folks, you ain't heard about it in years. That's showing you how messed up the wisdom of Esau is, which is also prophecy, man. He can't get his agenda off course. Or on course, actually.
Con. It said, fear not the imaginations against thee.
Yep.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, don't worry about what they saying, man, because they're gonna die. Just as in the days of Noah. You know they was mocking Noah, man. You know they was mocking Noah. What he had prophesied for 120 years. Oh, you know that it came to a point where they was building toy replicas. They was asking him when is it gonna rain, and then one day, at a point in time, that rain started coming down, and all hell broke loose. You know, it's gonna be that one day, but these prophecies gonna come to pass. Then you're gonna know that a prophet has been among you.
It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithful.
All the unfaithful. You unbelievers, you're gonna die in your unfaithfulness, man. What blame period? Oh,
it's like they talk about the law. Well, this the penalty for breaking the law of faith.
yeah.
You know, that's you know what I mean. That's why it tells you dealing with the armor of the Most High. It says above all, taking the shield of faith. So faith is the key ingredient to this, man. So you breaking the law of faith, you're gonna die, man. You know.
Man, you just said a beautiful point. The shield is your faith. It's gonna protect you from all these things. What do y'all trying to say? According to your faith. When you have little faith, man, you haven't been built up. Man, hey, man, when all hell breaks loose, you're going to fall apart, even though you know about these things. Because your faith was little. Yeah, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. All, not some, but all. You got it out.
God, it says, behold, says the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
See, the Lord said he's going to bring plagues upon the world. Go ahead.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Hey, man, don't you see the gun violence, the sword? All right, we equated it, you know, to these mass shooters, but it's all of that encompassing one together, man. Read that again, Mama Kashaw.
It said, behold, said the Lord, Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Upon the world, go ahead.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Hey, man, and we see this playing out on a wide scale on the world scene. I seen where India, right, is now being flooded by downpours of rain, man. You got flooding in New York right now. You got extreme heat in the West right now with a drought. You got grasshopper. All right, there's actually being shown on the radar. Yeah, that many. These are plagues that the Lord is sitting on the world. The locusts, all right, the mice, the spiders. Can't you see what's going on? The Lord is sending plagues upon the world. And guess what? That famine gonna take you just for a doozy, man. Because you love to eat. You get sad, you eat. You happy, you eat. You break up, you eat. You get with somebody, you eat. This place of comfort. And the Lord is gonna take away that comfort, man. You've been in too much at ease. What is that? Live deliciously? Oh yeah. You've been living deliciously here in Babylon the Great in the whore, man. You haven't been trying to fast or conquer your flesh. So when that time comes, guess what? The Lord gonna got something for you. Got that up?
Revelation 18, verse 7. How about she have glorified herself and live deliciously?
And live deliciously, man. Anything is at your beck and call. Any app you want, order box, order something to eat, order something. Oh, you can order liquor now, man. You can actually order liquor through an app now and have it brought to you.
Now you just got an app.
Yep.
And it comes 15 minutes or less, man. You ain't never seen no shit like that ever, man. Except in this kingdom, it's just a peasant. Just something. Motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Got sick.
That's a beautiful point. In the old world, when a peasant wanted something, it took time. But when a king wanted something, it was then and now. Well, these people that show you that these servants are now above the mountain, man. When they get anything in their beck and call. But the Lord has snared you with this what do they call it, comfort or convenient culture. The Lord has snared you, man. Half these women don't even know how to damn cook. So when they run out of food, ain't no going to Applebee's. What you gonna do? You can't even boil water.
That one was got that business.
That's it. That's it. You're gonna be ravishing that day. That's all you're gonna be good for. You ain't ready to get no damn nails, no eyelashes, none of that. No wigs, bald headed. There you go.
How much she have loved herself in so much torment and sorrow give her.
So much torment and sorrow give her. Hey, let's do a quick Google search of that word torment.
I got something that yeah, this is the book of Luke chapter 4. And I started at 34. It says, "For I would take away the rejoicing of a great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into blood." So yeah, so everything that you've been living medicinally, everything that's been into a fingertip, it's going to be traded in for sorrow and mourning and distress and anger. Just motherfucker, turning their faucet and water come out. Now that's going to be traded in for the whole stale water being taken away. Because water is just at your disposal. Even now in these countries, they actually got to still draw water. Here in this place, Babylon the Great, you can just turn the faucet and water. So what's the opposite of that? No water at all. You ain't not even drawing water. So all these things, man, the so-called lavish life you've been living, it's gonna be turned into hell, man.
That's right. It's gonna be turned into hell. You don't really wish you had Yahweh Shah on your side in that day, man. That's beautiful. You now you can just go and turn your knob. Ain't no real work to get what you need anymore. You had to go out and forage or plant your own garden. Ain't none of that anymore. You had your well on your land, ain't none of that. So when the Lord really chop all that stuff away, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna mourn and have torment. Read that again, by I got this word.
Yeah, Revelation 18 and 7. How much shall glorify herself and live viciously? Yep. So much torment and sorrow give her.
So much torment and sorrow give her. This word torment, simple Google definition: severe physical or mental suffering. You'll be you'll be sitting in the bed wanting some damn fries. Mentally, you will be suffering. You want to speak on that?
Oh yeah, because it tells you these kind of ways drinking food for the blood or the this. I mean, you know, that family is gonna be a mental torture as well, man. It's not like that just your stomach hurt. You're gonna actually taste chicken tenders in your mind. Shit. You're gonna remember how fries smell and shit, man. And that just scratching the surface. You gonna feel the shit as well too, man. You gonna feel it on the inside and out.
Yep. Hey, it's like that's the penalty for unbelief, man. For not having faith, man. For not trusting in the report. In this second definition, it says cause to experience severe mental or physical suffering.
Hey, and even in that, the time of Noah, when they was drowning, they thought about what Noah was talking about when they in the midst of drowning. Folks, you know, even though it rained and shit, but once they got their face to the water and shit, and they started gagging, they like, damn, Noah was right. You was trouble mentioning it, and you was dying too at the same. So it's gonna happen once again, man. But it's a plethora of ways it's gonna take place. Now, slop.
No, you good.
That's why I said great deal. Because it ain't just gonna be one thing that's gonna kill these people, man. You know, it's gonna be a plethora of ways to do it. God's gonna do it. And you're gonna think about what you did in the midst of it.
These simple words: torture, afflict, plague,
discourages, man.
Distress, pain, trouble, and that's what the Lord has prepared, man. This torment that He's going to give the ones who are unbelievers, man, who have been seeking Him while He may be found, who haven't been going this straight gate. The evil arrow.
Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine.
Well, the evil arrows of famine, this ain't gonna hit you all of a sudden, man. Okay? You got this guy, and I be laughing, he be having some good videos, epic economists.
Oh yeah.
5 things you need to stock up on. Man, that shit, it don't matter. If you don't have this truth, it don't matter what you do, you're gonna be destroyed, man. If you don't have this shield of faith, guess what? You're gonna be destroyed. So you can stock up all you want. Now he had good information, but on certain things like that, it makes me laugh because that's the thinking of the world, you know. And then they haven't had that mindset renewed to trust in how about Shah that gift that was given us.
So people gonna realize in time to come during it's not gonna be a corner defense. Nothing you can do partly to defend yourself, all the way down to a strap, to rice and beans, to a bunker. All that shit is gonna be free game. You're gonna be uncovered. You're not gonna be covered. The only thing that's gonna cover us, protect us, that's still the fact. Is this true, man? Is this true? That was gonna protect us in that day, man. If it's true.
What did Mike say? Like, you try to come up with the government, you gotta have F-15 and nuclear missiles. Hey, he was talking shit to y'all, man. Yeah. What you gonna do when I got there and drop this bomb on you? That's what he was saying, man. You gotta, hey, y'all think Biden is goddamn, hey, man, he gonna show us on, man. You gonna really see who this guy is. When he got Gurkha troops in your neighborhood knocking door to door as you take that vaccine, you gonna really realize then, and then they're gonna drag you out the house. In New Zealand, they already setting up concentration camps. Yes, the government. Oh, a dude in his name is Xavier something, and the Biden government said, yes, the government should know who had the shot and who hadn't. We should know. Why? They gonna persecute you, man. They gonna cash you out, man. That's why they want to know. This devil's gonna come down with great wrath, man. Okay? These evil, slack. I'm revving a little bit, but these evil arrows Read that again, Baba Shah.
When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine.
Yep, the evil arrows of famine. Go ahead.
Which shall be for their destruction.
Woo, which shall be for their destruction. We just read it, man. And what? Second Ezra. Famine, death, destruction. Right, the sword. Go ahead.
And which I will send to destroy you.
Which, I see. Go ahead.
And I will increase the famine upon you.
And the Lord said He's going to increase it. He's gonna increase. He's gonna build it up to the point where you wishing you had food, man. Barks on the trees, leaves, all that shit gonna be gone, man. There ain't no grass, no flowers. Folks gonna be trying to find something to eat, and then when all that gone, they gonna go to the animals. Then they gonna start cannibalizing. That's what the Lord said. That was the punishment that the Lord had on the children of Israel. Somebody hold Leviticus 26. Thank you, like it. 42. The Lord know how to humble you niggas, man, by way of your food. You got something? Go ahead.
And will break your staff of bread.
And will break your staff of bread. You're not gonna have anything, man. If you don't have your hot by shop, you're gonna get destroyed. There, on that. Go to that Isaiah.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, does take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and staff.
The stay and staff, go ahead.
The whole stay of bread.
The whole stay of bread.
And the whole stay of water.
See? The Lord's going to take these things away from you, man. You're not going to be in your comfort anymore. At all. But guess what? The Lord said He's had something for His servants. The ones who seek Him while He may be found.
Leviticus 26. It says, and when I have broken the staff of your bread, then women shall bake the bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you for bread again by weight.
Yep.
And you shall eat and not be satisfied.
You're going to eat the little bit that you had. You don't get with your homegirls. Y'all going to bring it together with y'all have. And it ain't going to satisfy you. You greedy bitches. It's not going to satisfy you. Like, for real. You don't think you got a hot girl summer. It's going to be a hot girl summer. All right. Go ahead.
All
right,
it says, and if you would not, and if you would not for all this hearken unto me,
yep,
but walk contrary unto me.
Yep, but walk contrary unto you. 2/3 of people walk contrary because they follow the ways of Esau. Go ahead.
Then I will walk contrary unto you.
See, the Lord is not going to hear you in your time of trouble. He's going to turn His head. You crying, you getting raped and ravaged. He's going to turn His head like, oh, listen to my man.
It says, then I will walk contrary to you in fury.
Oh, He said in fury. I mean, the Lord, it said He was going to increase these things on you. He's going to increase the famine. With so much so, we're going to read it.
It says, and I will chastise you 7 times for the sin.
Woo! That's it. He increasing it. It's going to come to a complete, it is perfection. Complete destruction. You got that.
God, it says, and ye shall eat the flesh of your sons.
See? That's how bad it's going to get. You going to eat your damn children. You think it's a game. These are the words of the Lord of hosts. Read that in
These monsters, they need to get ate. Niggas, them some little niggas too, man. Little monsters and shit. That's going to be the judge. We said, and children. That's going to be part of them little kids, because they're going to get ate. Them some monsters, man. Niggas.
Yeah.
How Tito?
And you you had this past weekend with the damn firecrackers, man. I pull up these little fuckers shooting firecrackers at my truck and shit. You know, if you say so, then the folks gonna goddamn get mad at you, but you ain't watch your goddamn kid shooting these firecrackers at my car.
Now they got the 40, the little niggas got the 49. But the 38, what else?
But see, that's why, that's why this don't happen. The Lord had already said it. Read that again, Baba Show.
He said, and ye shall eat the flesh of your sons,
Yep.
and the flesh of your daughters shall you eat.
Yep, go ahead.
And I will destroy your high places,
Yep.
and cut down your images,
Yep.
and cast your carcass upon carcasses of your idols.
Woo!
And my soul shall abhor you.
And the Lord said his soul's gonna vehemently hate you.
Damn.
Why? Because you ain't want to hearken. He said, if you ain't want to hearken, if you ain't want to believe the report, this thing that can save your life. It's just that simple, and it's by faith. It's a belief that the Lord has given us. What it say? I believe, therefore I've spoken. That's why we do it, man, because we believe the report. We know that the Lord of hosts is going to do these things. We don't want to be caught up in that. Well, Noah, by faith, believe. Somebody get that real quick. Hebrews 11. Real quick. It's by faith, man. I see the Spirit. You know, it's by faith, man. You gotta have the faith that the Lord bestowed upon, and you gotta ask Him to increase your faith. If you lack in that, ask Him to increase it. You got that?
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him.
Yep.
For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is.
It's impossible. It is impossible to please Him. You must come to Him and believe that He what?
That He is.
That He is. Yahweh, He is, He exists. Go ahead.
And that He is a reward of them that diligently seek Him.
See, He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Meaning what? All the time, man. Go ahead.
By faith.
See, by faith.
Noah.
Yep.
Being warned of the Most High.
Yep.
Of things not seen as yet.
Being warned. We believe the report. We've been warned of the things, this great famine, all right, these plagues that He's sending upon the world. We were warned of these things. Go ahead. Move with fear. Move with fear. Why you think we out here, man? We don't want to die the death of an infidel, man. These damn Babylonians. Go ahead.
Prepared an ark to the saving of His house.
Yep, prepared an ark to the saving of His house. Going back to what? You're not going to be boiling your children in that day, man. Lord willing, He keep the whole house. He prepared the ark to the saving of Himself and His house. Well,
by the which He condemned the world.
By the which He could. So when that rain started coming down, that's when the world was condemned. When those promises came to pass, Noah, like I told you, Noah had he was laughing to himself, man. Because you got to imagine, the vision is there that 120 years you nailing, you hammering, you putting up bitch, you doing what the Lord say do, or you building, and then you had these folks mocking you always. You on a dry land, man. You in the middle of nowhere building an ark. You building a big old boat. You gotta imagine this, man. And then when that time comes, that first drop hit, and the Lord said, go, that's the same thing He's gonna do this time. The Lord said, go into that ark, man. He shut the door. From that point up, nobody else had mercy. Nobody else had mercy. Jake, think it's a game. Yeah. Look like he had a clean ass shaved bald head too. Had a lined up. Yeah. Judah now, man. Hey, that's one of the ones who didn't believe her on mocking Noah. Oh, it's gonna rain. Yeah. Noah's all right, nigga, you gonna die. That's what it said. Nigga, you gonna die. You gotta die.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 24.
Yep.
Because I have called,
yep,
and ye refuse.
See? Ooh. That's going back to hearkening to this report. Go ahead.
I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
Yep. And He's stretching out His hand by the way of the prophet. Go ahead.
But ye have said it not all my counsel.
Yep.
And with none of my reproof.
Yep.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
Yep.
I will mock when your fear comes.
Yep. Hey, man. The Lord is going to really put the Spirit on His men to laugh at you in that day, man. You see, hey man, I'm telling you, we're gonna laugh at you, Lord willing. You know, we gonna do it to the end. We're gonna laugh at you, man. But we know the Lord is not unrighteous to forget our labor of love, man. We know that.
But now, that's right now. It's time for us to laugh at you. I got some real quick.
You got
It's Job 5 and verse 22. At discretion and famine, thou shalt laugh.
see that destruction and famine again. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Now, who laughs at a famine, man? In the midst of it. That's letting the Lord let you know he got you. And it's gonna be according to your faith what the Lord's gonna do, man. And that's being built up by the word of these prophets. That's being built up by the word of the words of the Lord telling us exactly his game plan. We see it coming to pass, so it's increasing our faith. We're like, damn, the Lord said that was gonna happen, it happened. Well, he said he gonna feed us. Yeah. He gonna feed us. We gonna drink. Can you hold bro? Can you hold Isaiah 60, what is it, 65? 13? Yeah, man. This is what the Lord said he's gonna do for the ones who love him.
Also said they're gonna be married.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the balance.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat,
Yep.
but ye shall be hungry.
See, he said, behold, my servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. That's the distinction, man. Are you laughing at us now? Are you eating good now? All right. Guess what? The Lord got something prepared. Go ahead,
Behold, my servants shall drink,
Yep.
but ye shall be thirsty.
You ain't gonna have nothing to drink. Go ahead.
Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Hey, man, that's going back us laughing at your calamity. We're gonna be rejoicing because we see the Lord take care of and abasing our enemies. Go ahead,
Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart,
Yep.
but ye shall cry of sorrow of heart.
See? They go back to that torment, that mental. They say your heart. Read that last part again.
It says, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart.
Yeah, for joy of mind.
But ye shall cry for sorrow of heart.
Yeah, you gonna be tormented in your mind, man. You gonna wake up, somebody cook some chicken nuggets, ain't nothing in the house. That's a torment, man. You dream about food. That's what the Lord has prepared, man. That's grief. You ain't got no food in the house. You fighting over a grain of rice. No food. No food. You got an old public stale paper where you gonna cut out coupons. You got no damn food in the house. You liable to eat that damn sales paper. See? And we know these things. Why? Because we believe the report, man. That's the faith that Yahweh Shah instilled in us from the beginning. What is that? I think it's created with the faithful in the womb. Sarah. Okay.
St. Luke 6, verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. See, so the role's going to be reversed. You people that's living it up, living this so-called American dream, all the way down to you laughing at us.
Yep.
We're going to laugh at you. That's going to contribute to us laughing. We see that same nigga that been mocking us, his ribs touching his back. You see that nigga, he's limping. Dog, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, a Pokemon get it, you know what I mean? You got it.
Hey, the teeth of wild beasts.
That's it.
And another aspect, you think these animals gonna have something to eat? Hell no. They gonna be just as hungry as you people out there, man. What do you think they gonna do? Run up on a gang of dogs and see what a gang of hungry dogs and see what they'll do, man. All right, that's what the Lord has prepared. We go into it a little bit, but we don't have a clue of how great that judgment gonna be. That's why we're trying to warn you. All right, that's why you're gonna read it right now. How it was created with the faithful. Get that out.
Now, this is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. This is Sirach, chapter 1, verse 14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Yep, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Go ahead.
And it was created with the faithful in the womb.
See, it was created with the faithful in the womb. We fear Yahweh Shah, man. We know he's coming to do great things. And it was created with the faithful in the womb. Those go hand in hand. The ones that fear Yahweh Shah are the ones that's been faithful. That gift that was received.
Son, this is St. John 3 and 27. John asked and said, a man can receive nothing except it be given him.
See, and this truth, this faith was given us from Yahweh Shah. That's why we are fervently in the spirit trying to bring out this word, man. All right, through anything we're going through, this comes first. We understand that because it leads to our salvation. We understand that. You brothers and sisters on the coming, boy, you understand that. That's why you tune in to Bears Brother Live Stream. That's why you tune in to the video epistles of our apostles and elders, man. Why? Because it's going to lead to you being saved. It's going to lead to you having that shield of faith, that protection from all these sad perils. Yeah, let's go back to second Ezra 15. Yeah, second Ezra 16.
This is chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have continually destroyed the whole earth, and the hurtful work of the wicked.
That's why the Lord is going to do, because Esau has been in power, man. He done filled up his measure of wickedness in the earth, as in the days of Noah. The Lord looked down and seen it was nothing but evil continuously. He had destroyed this place, and he chose one righteous man. All right, that he was a seed of that elect, that remnant. That's what we're hoping to be, that seed of that remnant also. Go ahead.
It says, therefore said the Lord, Yahweh Shah, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
See, the Lord is now let his words be prophesied. He's no longer holding his tongue. These things are coming to pass. Go ahead.
Which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
So yeah, we're gonna tell your ass stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster pork. We're not gonna suffer you in those things you wickedly exercise yourself. Stop being an adulterer. We're not gonna suffer you in those things. Go ahead.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
And that's what you're saying right now, man. We crying unto the Lord of hosts, man. So to come and destroy this wicked devil Esau, the so-called white man. And you're gonna see a real Edomite pretty soon, man. But they ain't got no damn razors and no water to save, man. You're gonna see a real Edomite real soon.
Now, this is book of second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anger are sent as scourges for a minute.
Are sent as scourges for a minute for you to consider, man. These people don't even consider these things. There's been plenty of food shortage. They'll get it back. But you ain't consider it's gonna intensify. The Lord said he's gonna increase the famine. It's not going down, it's gonna get worse. Go ahead.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from the wicked.
See? But for all these things, they're not going to turn from the wicked. They're going to continue to eat the damn crab. They're going to continue to eat shrimp. That's wickedness to Yahweh Shah. Why? Because you're going contrary to what he said. He said if you walk contrary to him, he's going to walk contrary to you. Hey, man, that's cold, man. You what is that old saying? Two ships passing in the night. That way, and you going this way. You going down the damn waterfall to your death. And the Lord leading their elect in that ship to salvation.
Lord be always mindful of the sport.
Lord be always mindful of the sport. You don't even, the same convenient culture, you're not even thinking about the things that the Lord is doing on this place, man. Go ahead.
Behold, Victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth
Yep.
that they shall think themselves in good
Yeah,
case.
you can go get your 2 for $5, 2 for $4. You think yourself in good case. Go ahead.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth.
And even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Increase. These things are increasing, man. That's why you see so many damn shooters now. I ain't think Jay was gonna get down like that. I'm truly surprised at all the damn shooters. It's a lot going on, man. But see, that's the Lord of hosts increasing the sword, you know, and he's gonna increase the famine because there's not gonna be any trouble. Man, imagine they trying to deliver food to a grocery store and all of a sudden gangs of Jake jump out and rob the damn truck, man, for the food, man. That's how it's gonna get. It's gonna happen like that, man. But you're not always mindful of the sport. You keep on thinking it's gonna continue as it was, and it's not.
That President Hagen, he made the sword.
Cause,
Had the sword.
and for real, that dude was really under the vibration of Esau all the way, man. That's why the people was rebelling. They was tired of that shit. And they did something about it. Scripture tell you they're not gonna respect what is that, the kings and priests, Christians. They gonna get down with the sword. You got that.
Sword,
Yep.
famine,
Yep.
and great confusion.
And great confusion. And you don't know if a man or woman or a woman or man. You gotta ask for goddamn baby pictures when they were 2 years old, 4 years old, and 8 years old. Just be sure, man. Great confusion, man. The misinformation, the disinformation. You put up anything about the MOB, they taking your channel down. Damn, they're taking your channel down. I know they're taking off different lessons.
For many of them that dwell upon earth
Yep.
shall perish the famine.
Yeah, oh, many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. You got to keep in mind, man, those grain crops in Australia, you got to dry to Brazil right now in the farmland. See, this thing is happening worldwide, global. And only a certain pocket is going to be preserved. Ones who've been seeking the Lord while it may be found.
And the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy.
See? The other that escaped the hunger. That's a bad word, escape, man. You had just enough where you made it through it and somebody kicked in your door and killed you with the sword. Yup.
So ain't no escape. You can call it no world.
Why? Because you ain't believe the report. You were unfaithful. You died in your unfaithfulness. Go ahead.
15 verse 19. His man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword
Yup.
and spoil their goods.
And spoil their goods, meaning they gonna take your shit. Go ahead.
Because of the lack of bread
Yup.
and for great tribulation.
I'm the fight.
We probably know like that.
Yup.
Like, he's doing like
Yup. In the portion, all that. Yeah, you video. Be surprised. Go ahead. I think thought that we talk about.
Done. A 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 19.
Yep.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
Yep.
but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword, with the gun, kicking in your door. Go ahead.
And spoil their goods
Yep.
because of the lack of bread
Yep.
and for great tribulation.
See? Great tribulation. And that word great, brothers, I'm bringing that out. It means to abound, right? To increase. Great tribulation, man. It's not going to go down. It's going to intensify. It's going to get worse. Go ahead. We really in the calm before the storm. Is it on that? Okay, come. Matter of fact, you do what you got. I mean, you stay in 2 Ezra. Go to like verse 7. 15 and 7.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Now, this is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, verse 7. Therefore, saith the Lord,
Yep.
I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wicked,
Yep.
which they profanely commit,
Go ahead.
neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Go ahead.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cries unto me,
Yep.
and the souls of the just complain continually.
And we complaining continually, man. Day and night. If brothers sleep over here, his brothers over in the UK putting up lessons. Brothers in Australia putting up lessons. Brothers all over the world crying out to the Lord, Yahweh Shem. Go ahead.
And therefore, saith the Lord,
Yep.
I will surely avenge them,
Yep.
and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Lord is going to get that get back. He's going to get it back in blood, as they say. Go ahead.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
Yep.
I would not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Yeah, man, we are in the land of Egypt, the land of our captivity. Any place we were scattered. This is main Egypt. But any place you were scattered is your bondage, the land of your bondage, man. The Lord said he's not going to suffer us to dwell in the land of Egypt. Go ahead.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand
Yep.
and a stretched out arm,
Go ahead.
and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
As before, man. So when you see these things happening around the world, it's for you to consider. For you to understand what the Lord of hope has prepared. And they keep they still. That's why they so mad at Emily. Because they ain't spread the spores with them. They took it out.
Oh, no, I got it. And will destroy all the land thereof.
Yep, and will destroy all the land thereof. That's how you know it's not talking about HE. It's talking about America, Babylon the Great. All the land is going to be destroyed. It's not going to be one stone here. Not one rock, not one tree. None of that. It's going to be a desert wasteland.
Egypt shall mourn.
Yep.
And the foundation of Egypt shall be spent with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
See, the Lord Yahweh Shah is going to bring these plagues upon you. All right? And guess what? We're speaking these words into existence. When Moses came to Pharaoh, he spoke those words and then the Lord made them come to pass. Every time Moses spoke the words first and the Lord made it come to pass. We're in that same line. We're speaking the words first and the Lord is making it manifest. Why? Because we're speaking his word. On the word of the ungodly.
I think that's it.
Yep, that's it. Yep. You
Yeah, this is 2 Peter chapter 2. Yeah, 2 Peter 2 and verse 5. It said, and spare not the old world.
Yep.
And that's just going back. There's no remnants of that society at the time. Only thing that's left of that, a remnant of that is what was the of the ark. That's the only thing you know about the old world is the ark. Same thing, the Lord's not going to spare this world. It's not going to be a street sign all the way down to a McDonald's cup left when the Lord get through with this place, man. So it says, spare not the old world, but say, nor the a person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So he spoke the flood into existence, man. And he said, how about Shem outside that's going to do it? So when it played out, then you know it was how about Shem outside.
Yeah,
He
he got the glory.
That's it.
That's what we started out with. 1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak the oracles of the Most High, that the Most High in all things may be glorified. So yeah, the Lord gonna get his name back again, man, because we speaking his word. That's beautiful. Noah spoke the words of the Lord and he was justified by faith, man. Noah. Who else was justified? Abraham was justified by faith. Imagine, man, you having to take your only son, all right, where the promise was through. That was his only son, and had to sacrifice. The Lord was testing that man. And he passed with flying colors. And it was accounted to him for righteousness.
They that till the ground shall mourn.
Woo! They that till the ground shall mourn. Read that again.
And they that till the ground shall mourn.
Yeah, these farmers are mourning, man. If you went in brothers doing videos about that drought, they don't have enough water to water their crops, man. They mourning. Go ahead.
For their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail.
Woo, for the seed shall fail through the blasting and hail. Now I seen where hail was coming down in Italy, and the brother did a video coming down in New Jersey. This blasting, all right, and hail, these crops going to fail.
And with a fearful constellation, go to the world,
Drought, that's right. Go ahead.
and them that dwell therein.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. You abiding with Esau. You living under his system. Woe to you. You dwelling in the house of Esau, man. And the house of Esau gonna be destroyed pretty soon. Go ahead.
For the sword and their destruction draws nigh.
Yep.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Read that last part again. The sword and the destruction draw now. It's close. Go ahead.
For the sword and their destruction draws nigh.
Yep.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Yep. Those race wars, those class wars was in Isaiah 19:2, where the Lord's gonna raise up the Egyptians against the Egyptians, giving more credence to this is the land of Egypt that we just read. It's gonna be destroyed. Go ahead.
And swords in their hands.
Yep, with guns in their hand. Go ahead.
For there shall be sedition among men.
Yep.
And invading one another.
Yep.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Oh, that shit, excuse me, that thing that happened in Haiti. They will not regard the kings or princes. Go ahead.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their mouth.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their mouth. Things don't come to pass. Whatever the Lord has purpose for them folks to do, man, as far as these upper level government, guess what? The Lord says it's gonna happen. He says the course of their actions is gonna what?
Shall stand in their mouth.
Shall stand in their power. The Lord is gonna be like,
Oh, so like to make a quick point. Hey, that's why the answer to that is when they had motherfuckers define the police and shit.
Ooh.
They made them do that shit.
and
And it's only gonna intensify.
that's right.
Yeah, they got motherfuckers to define the police, man.
And now you got police mad. Well, they didn't want to come to the force, man. That's going to in turn have what? More shootings, more martial law. Because you know these folks going to declare martial law after a while. When it hits one of these so-called white suburbs, and the shooting go down in there, then you gonna say, oh, matter of fact, you know that the Cobb, hey, what is that? In Georgia, it was a shooting at a golf course. These rich white folks, and it was a Jake. He shot two people, put them in the back of the truck, then drove them to the golf course and shot another guy. Why would Jake do that though? Like that's a random violence. And see things like that's gonna cause Esau to come down with great right. You're gonna got these niggas coming to town neighborhood. If you ever seen that movie, not Harlem Nights, what is his name? Bugsy. But
Oh
damn man. In the movie, they were selling numbers. They was during the Great Depression, and the white dude was moving into Harlem, moving into the Madams territory. So they started moving into the white folks territory and caused a whole bunch of trouble to the point where the DA was going to stop the racketeering of all the gangs. So they told him, hey, you can't come into the white neighborhood and do this. So that thing going to play out again. Well, these folks going to come into the white neighborhood, and then you're going to see Esau jumping the action. As long as Jake killing Jake, they don't care. But when Jake started killing these man, you know what? Then it's going to start, boom. Esau going to really go crazy. And you're going to see it, man. Why? Because the Lord said it's going to happen. Go ahead, huh?
A man shall decide to go into a city, and shall not be able.
Martial law, man. They locking that thing down. Go ahead.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Because of their pride. Everything is just so back and call. You ain't got to worry about nothing, as you say. Because of your pride, you don't understand that the Lord controls your next breath. Because of your pride, the city is going to be what?
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Shall be troubled, man. Go ahead.
The houses shall be destroyed.
Yep.
And men shall be afraid.
Hey, man, what you gonna do, Jake, when your ass run out of bullets, man? You gonna be afraid, man, somebody come to your door with that thing in. Go ahead.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
Yep.
but shall destroy their houses
Yep.
with the sword,
Yep.
and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation.
For great tribulation, man. The lack of bread, this famine, man. You gotta understand, this is a great destruction that the Lord has prepared. And we're only here to warn you, whether you want to heal for belt, whether you take it in or not. You got something?
This is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound,
Yep.
the love of many shall wax cold.
And that's what you're saying, man. Iniquity is abounding. You got folks doing live streams talking about eating a big ass crab, man. Just for, I mean, just so prideful and going against the words of the Lord, man. Well, guess what? Iniquity is abounding and the love of many is waxing cold. You got folks shooting folks in the face. Oh, I seen man, and it's just so much. In Atlanta, off I-95, one of the edges, they have something called water boom. But they sit out there and sell people bottles of water. But they got into it. Well, I guess they was trying to get robbed. They was trying to get robbed, but dude ended up shooting the water boy 4 damn times because of what? The love of many waxing cold. You had this guy, seen another story, who went on a rampage in Las Vegas. They call it the Valley in Las Vegas, and he shot like 3 people in the face, man. He asked a guy for a lighted cigarette. After he lit a cigarette, he just shot him in the face. Man, yeah, man, these different things happening around the world, man. Here, mainly here in Babylon the Great, where the sword is readily available, meaning the gun is easily accessed. These folks are, but see, that's the Lord increasing this thing. The love of many waxing cold. That Matthew 24. One of the signs that Yahweh said to look for.
Oh, says the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to represent me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another.
See, World War III. That's gonna play out too, man. World War III is guaranteed. You want to say?
Oh, this Lord is telling you the purposes of existence as you know it, man. We're gonna end it off by World War III. This thing that you know is life, that you keep talking, this movie that you watch, that was in first person, it's gonna be ended off by World War III, man. That's when the China gonna really change. When you see those missiles, that's when your dreams, your aspirations, your belief, all that's gonna get thrown out the window, man.
It's same as in the days of Noah. When those little droplets are coming down, they change their whole outlook. Anything that they intended to do for the rest of that day ended. It was a wrap.
Your motherfucker gonna say you're tomorrow on me. Yep. It wasn't none of that.
None of that.
That's true, man.
And it's gonna play out that same way again. Because the Lord of hosts said it's gonna play out that way.
And repay the things that they have done to them.
And repay the things that they've done to them, go ahead.
Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen.
See, as they doing right now to his chosen. These certain different brothers being persecuted here. All right, you got a lot to pay for it. I'm gonna just say that. Go ahead.
So will I do also.
Yep.
And recompense in their bosom.
The Lord gonna pay you back. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, my right hand shall not spare the silver, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
See that? The Lord said his sword is not going to cease over them who shed innocent blood. And what is that? Amos 9, where the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Hold that right quick. Yeah, let's get that right. Amos 9. Read that.
My right hand
Yahweh Shai, go ahead.
Shall not spare the sinner.
Shall not spare the sinner. Ooh. See? Shall not spare the sinner. The Lord is not going to spare you, man. But see, the elect is going to be covered in that day. Man. The Lord is going to blot out their sin. You got that?
right hand cannot spare the sinner.
So, which is Yahweh Shai, and it says spare. Because Yahweh Shai got the brains to forgive you or not. That's what it is. I think it's
Oh, yeah.
23,
Yeah.
that angel,
Yep.
you hearken to him, he gonna forgive you for your sin. He the one that can remit your sin, but you know.
Yep.
So it all goes down to Yahweh Shai. That's what it's all is a build up to Yahweh Shai, man. You know, but he said, my right hand said, now spare the sinners you got, huh?
And my sword shall not cease over them that sin blood upon the earth.
See, and that sword is gonna be that's a man's word right there, dealing with Yahweh Shai. Everything is at his disposal. One of those things is gonna be Esau. Esau gonna play a big part in all hell breaking Jacob's trouble. When it talks about the sword, he's the forerunner of that. Because it comes from his military, their thing, other thing,
Yep.
all that.
Yep.
You know, that's all under the banner of the sword because it destroys. You know, you got it up.
Fire is gone forth from his hand.
Let's read it again, Shalak.
The fire is gone forth from his wrath.
See, the fire is gone forth from his wrath. We speaking this fire first. Now it's going to manifest. And it's going to be in his wrath. That's why we said, look, kill you, man. You put emphasis on it. Because that's how Yahweh Shema shot you. And we don't know the half of it. Man. See, we don't know what bad is according to the Lord. We can only read certain shit, engage certain things that happen in history, consider that is bad. What the Lord about to do in this place, man, it's going to far exceed our comprehension. That's why we need this word to keep us stable when it takes place. You got to go up.
This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 10. It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
See, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. So, meaning the Lord, he already appointed your death, man. You know, you got it.
Which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
See, and they say it through their actions by having the 10-year plan. That's just that itself, you saying that the Lord is the evil, the Lord is not going to bring evil upon this place. But the Lord said he got the sword waiting on your ass. Either you're going to die when the truth kick in your door, you might die in a concentration camp, famine. All these things are going to take place, though, man. You know, you got to know. It was you got it.
And has consumed the foundations of the earth and the sinner.
Oh, it said, and it consumed the fountain. It starts by the way of this word, because the very pillars of this place is being taken away. But when the word manifests, you're going to physically see the downfall, which we're physically seeing it now. We're still calling y'all about all the way down to the road, the buildings, the people themselves. But it's going to intensify as each day goes by. Especially when all hell breaks loose.
If I made that, you said that the building, these buildings falling down on people. I seen a story today, Lord willing, I do a video on it. Said a tale from the balcony of the building. So somebody was on the balcony when it was falling, and all they heard was screaming. Man, they see that meant I like that COVID thing, man. You weren't in your sleep when that building fell. You was wide awake on your balcony, probably doing a goddamn TikTok. You doing your dance move, and the building come down.
Everything on camera now, man. This at a time when everything is being put forth in the light. Just a nigga in this house, boy, the spotlight on you now. That's why you see a lot of shit. Niggas be on live Facebook and they in a shootout. They get the shootout in the car. So everything is now being exposed all levels. You got something?
Yeah, I got something right quick. It's Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
Yep.
The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
See, man, that look like damn, what's that nigga named Pope, man?
Oh,
that nigga, man.
Damn, really?
It look just like this nigga, man. Pope nigga that eat the Doritos.
Oh.
So I can read that again.
Yeah.
That nigga look like, man.
Hey, it could have been him. Hey, Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4.
Yep.
The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
See, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. And you see the condition of the earth, the state of the planet Earth is in, man. It's mourning and it's fading away, man. That's why you see the fruit is not in its natural size, you know, all the way down to just the people itself. Everything has been devalued under the banner of the so-called white man. You got it?
It says the world languisheth and fadeth away.
See, the world has been weakened through age. You know, how all these rulerships have ruled planet Earth, especially how the so-called white man, once he got the power, it tells you evils increased upon the planet Earth. Now you got chemical factories, nuclear waste, beaches, all these things under the banner of the so-called white man. You know, it has been weakened. You got it.
So like, I seen another story. See, there's so much stuff going on. And 90% of Texas beaches have fecal matter in it. And they got signs posted telling you not to swim, but you still swimming in it. That's you swimming in shit. That's part of this earth languishing. That's crazy, man. But see, the Lord is bringing this place down piece by piece.
Yeah, because just going back to that second S15, when he said I would hold my tongue no more, that's like I said, enough is enough. You see, you gotta stop now, man. And that's what we out here to do. Decree the downfall of the place. Because if this place don't go down, no flesh be saved. Everything be dead. You know? That's why this nigga he always entertaining ideas of the world coming to an end, the whole planet Earth. Well, under the banner of this nigga, it will. I mean, on the back of this nigga, the planet Earth will end. Crazy nigga, man.
Except those days shall be
Sure,
short.
and that's it.
There's no flesh gonna be saved. Back in Isaiah 24 and 4, it says the haughty people of the earth do languish.
And that's the Edomites. That's why all the way down, you know, they don't have the respect that they once had, you know, with other nations. All the way down to them actually having ET. That goes, you know, they languishing, they becoming weak. Oh, it tells you one of those definitions for language is to grow feeble. So over time, you get weaker, man. So that's what we saying. The so-called white man that is in now, man. You know, he has passed his prime, pretty much. And all these other nations, everybody smell blood in the water now. That's why you have talks. Who up next? Because they understand this is over with now. It's been coming to another chapter.
Yeah.
You know, but the scripture says, those who were never thought of have worn the crown. That's who gonna come out on top. Smoke to the good stuff. You said you got something? Yeah.
I just want to make a point. It's like with China. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Yeah, China, they the main ones. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be your pick. He even went on TV and said that, you know, Chinese, they ain't gonna be no slaves no more and none of that. You know, that they gonna, what he said, they gonna give somebody a bull steel or whatever, you know, just put it in like that
Oh
time.
yeah, ball steel.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the milk?
Yeah, that's it. You gonna blow those milk there when they try to come. Yeah, right.
He's just like the video too. That was watching the videos of the G7 conference. You say you gonna keep them down, trying, but they gonna how you let them get this information? They blame
That's
it.
what I was like, man.
Yep.
Them Israelites, man, you better stop. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was like, man, fuck that.
As Esau crazy ass. That's why eventually the nations are going to be made. Back in Isaiah 24 and 5, it says, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
See, the earth has been defiled. Earth, the planet Earth itself, and everything within it has been defiled, man. Under the inhabitants, under the watch of the so-called white man. See, motherfuckers that gotta realize, like, that's what we keep talking about. He the reason why you mad and stressed. He the reason why you argue with your woman. So you wait 2 weeks to get paid. It's this nigga, man. But every problem you have, he starts to sort. Nobody tells you that eagle is gonna be the source of the curses. He the one gonna bring the curses, man. So that's why we gotta keep talking about it. That's why the commandment, Ezekiel 35 says, prophesy against Mount Seir. What else can we do? Because this gotta go down so we can come up. You got it up.
It says, because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinances,
Yep.
and broken the everlasting covenant.
Get on. So, read that again.
It says, because they have transgressed the law.
He telling the Lord give you reasons why the planet Earth is supposed to up under this man. He has transgressed the law. So they let you know Esau, he know about the law of statutes. He know about the land Sabbath and the clean and unclean food to eat.
Yep.
You know, he know about all these things, but he transgressed. Because now he makes pork a delicacy. He makes steaks rare.
Yeah.
He called it, that's how it's supposed to be cooked.
This is crazy.
You know, all the way down to, like I said, dealing with the land Sabbath, how this nigga do the animals. It's a certain way you're supposed to do these things. But this nigga doing it his way. And that's what you see now. You got freeways and light posts and shit. Because it look like the earth is like on a, what they call that shit? Damn, on ICU with all them cords and shit.
On
Life support. That's what the earth look like.
Yeah.
That's the only way shit still going. Look at them goddamn like wires and shit. That's how a motherfucker look on that jail page. But that's under watching Esau though. That's because he transgressed laws, changed the ordinance though. The ordinance, the decrees, you know, you got it.
Broken the everlasting covenant.
Because if you follow the law, statutes, commandments, everything will be forever. That's why in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna look over our shoulders. It's not gonna be given to no one else. Because it's gonna be based on the law, statutes, commandments. Matter of fact,
I get one more right
yeah,
quick.
all right, kind of get
Verse
Psalm
6,
14,
it says,
matter of fact.
Therefore have the curse devoured the earth.
Oh, devoured, it consumed the planet. It's just like you light something on fire, it's gonna consume. And that's what this man, that's another characteristic of this nigga. He's like fire. He consumes shit. He always devouring shit, man. You know? So everywhere this nigga go, best believe death is gonna follow. That's why he's known as death. Because when you see the so-called white man, you better run, man. That nigga gonna kill you. He's gonna have new McDonald's burger come out. New rapper teach homo shit, or he just gonna end up just killing.
Yep.
But death is death. That nigga death.
Yeah.
He's on that whole hell. Sooner or later, he's gonna die in the shootout or something. Or choke on the flame. But it's because it go back to Esau though.
Yep.
And everybody's affected by this nigga. Why? Because he's the one that's in rulership right now. So start at the top on that.
It's a little bit more.
All right, hold on, real
Okay,
quick.
good.
Yeah. We gonna go back to that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, get that real quick.
This is Psalm chapter 14, verse 1. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God.
And yeah, that's about a Big Bang Theory. You know, it also plays out through their actions. See, with this nigga, he think that there's no repercussions to what he do. Like, ain't no such thing as a cause and effect. Ain't no such thing as an action and a reaction. And it plays out through his actions, through his deeds. But especially dealing with that Big Bang Theory, this nigga think somehow he rolled the dice, but the dice was rolled. Somebody rolled the dice. They don't know who did it. But when everything played out, it fell in his face. Nigga, man, you got it out.
They are corrupt.
They are corrupt. Yep.
They have done abominable work. There is none that doeth good.
See? And it's through his laws, his actions, his decrees. It said there is none. All the Edomites don't do good. Let's say I'm not going to turn it off. Where's the sensitive man behind? Even all the way down to an old Edomite. She give you $20. It's some citizen behind. You know? But the point is, if they have done upon work, there's none that do it good. Keep going.
The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek the Most High.
And that's how it's played out through rulership. Because the Lord gave every nation a chance to rule. And he looked to see if they're going to rule, but they're going to go by the law, statutes, and commandments. That's how the Lord see if they're going to seek the Lord. And it plays out through their actions. Through their laws, their legislation, their decrees. You know, the different restrictions they set forth. Especially with the so-called white man, this nigga did a total opposite, contrary to what the Lord said, do and don't do. You read Leviticus 20:13, ain't like They just dare to be there. That's an actual decree. That's an order. This nigga turned right back around and said, you know what? Y'all gonna get the best job. Y'all gonna, you know.
Yep.
He said decrees to protect them. If you got any type of status in this place, all the down, you know, you say things, you got a certain form of influence. You can't say nothing about them people. You're gonna get cut off, man.
Yep.
You know, but the point is the Lord, he looked down upon the children of men, seeing any seek the most high. It plays out through these rulerships. And Esau, Edom, this nigga did the worst of all, man. Because he did everything contrary to the Lord. That's why you see the planet Earth is in this condition now, man. You don't even have drinking water. It comes from a plastic bottle.
Yep.
We talked about as a literal saying everything is at your fingertips. Well, it's a figurative saying a breath of fresh air. You can't say that literal now. All under the banner of the so-called white man. That was the point on that. That was in verse 2. Yeah, that was it. I really.
Back in Isaiah 24:6, it says, "Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate."
They that dwell therein. So if you a part of this system, you hang your hat here, you gonna die, man. Pretty much. It starts by the mind. You dead on the neck up. Then it plays out. Like I said, just a nigga, somehow, some way through his belief, his outlook, he got into a shootout. Because of what you subscribe to. Which what America pushed for. America pushed for rap niggas and dope, and that's gonna lead to destruction, one way, form, or fashion. Or just a nigga want to play football. Now he got CTE.
Yep.
You're gonna die regardless.
That's something that Esau was peddling to our people as something good.
Yep.
But now you see the consequences behind that, man. You got various brothers that had this damn disease, man.
Yep.
That Esau wear at your brain. But see, that's something that anything that Esau gives you will lead to your death.
Yep.
That's why the brother said, consider when an old Edomite give you a $20 bill. You got to wonder what's behind that. You got to consider what is the reason this Edomite is doing this for me. Because they ain't doing anything for your good. It says, therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
See? And if few men is dealing with the elect, those are the ones that's going to reserve. And that fire is, we speaking fire now. Which fire is dealing with things. Then that fire, this is going to manifest. You're going to start seeing rising buildings on fire. You actually going to see the fire coming down from heaven by the way of those missiles, man.
Yep.
But it's going to be few that's going to be preserved from this, man. Despite all the things that's taking place, you're going to have particular spirits that's going to be preserved, man. You know? And it's all in the bridge that's dealing with this word. You know? You got that for Ezra. It probably ain't in the it probably ain't in the so prayer Ezra verse 9. You got something? Yeah.
Isaiah 24:10, it says the city of confusion is broken down.
See, Babylon. And it's talking about America, man. Confusion with mixed. Because this is confusion at its height. You can have niggas in a stadium shooting a basketball for $100 million. But once you walk out the door, somebody asks for some change. There's confusion in the month like that. You got all they want to pay this nigga for the fall through a hoop. But you got a Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ask for $1, man.
Somebody used to sit out the fight for your country. Yeah. They used to sit up there and go with the jungle. You paying these third athletes all this money, man. Yep. That's confused. It says every house is shut up that no man may come in.
Yep. See, get that real quick.
Thou didst deliver us to the hands of lawless enemies.
See, thou didst deliver us to the hands of lawless enemies.
Most hateful, forsake us of the Most High, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world.
See, so this is the worst of the worst on all levels, man. This nigga Even we try to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, we're gonna go to jail for it.
Yep.
Either you all the way down trying to plant your own vineyard,
Yep.
trying to get your own water, that nigga lock you up for that, man. How much more try to fulfill Leviticus 20:13 and do all these? Nigga, man, throw you under the jail, man. But under this nigga, under the so-called white man, this has been the worst experience ever, man. With just dealing with life itself, not just dealing with Israel, just life in existence itself. This nigga being in control, it's been the worst thing ever, man. That's why he gotta go. That's why fire gotta take place. That's the only way it's gonna be clean. You know? And what Lord might do this place gonna be talking about forever, man. Lord about to throw the kitchen sink at this place. So you can go back to that. You got something?
Back to Isaiah 24.
18.
And verse 10, it says, the city of confusion is broken down.
Mm-hmm.
Every house is shut up,
Yep.
that no man may come in.
Mm-hmm.
There is a crying for wine in the street.
Yep, because you're gonna get a pump when all hell break loose. You're gonna be asking for ounces, man. You know, because hey, when the scripture talk about famine, that's gonna be on all levels. You're gonna be at want of all things. From food and water, all the way to shelter, all the way down to answers. Because these people gonna want to know why when all hell breaks loose. See, the Lord is giving us why. Nobody scripture say because a lot. You know? Got it.
Says all joy is darkened.
Mm-hmm.
The mirth of the land is gone.
And we're in that process now. Even though you might say things are open, man, it's not like it was, man. It's not like it's 2005. You know, it's like it's 2010 or 2015. That feeling is gone, man. That shit is at the dope. Motherfuckers still trying to rekindle that old. That's why a nigga take advantage of a sunny day. Because they don't know when it's gonna come again. That's that rejoice and be glad on God to eat because they know when shit get locked down, they just, you know what I mean? Yep. That's why they take advantage of every sunny day. I don't care if it's a Tuesday. Nigga gonna do something. Yep. But they don't know. Wednesday might be it. That might be the day. Everything shuts, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case might be. You know?
If I may, they actually preparing the people for that. They condition down. They saying that these places, these hotspots, they haven't had the vaccine, they could contribute to the variant increasing in the whole population of the whole United States. So they actually preparing you for that lockdown now. Because these folks are not taking the jab, so they're gonna put the onus or the condition that since these people did not take the jab, this is the reason why we gotta lock down everything again. Yeah, go ahead.
13. He said, therefore this iniquity shall be to you.
Start at 12.
Yep.
And he said, wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because you despise his word.
Because dang, you got out because you just think that the Lord is giving you the reason. Because you despise his word, go ahead.
Trust in oppression.
And trust in oppression. You trust in Esau. You dwelling in this system. Go ahead.
And perverseness.
And see, and perverseness, go Google that word. Go ahead.
And stay thereon.
And stay thereon. Meaning what? You, no matter what happens, you're going to continue to trust in the ways of Esau. You stand upon this system.
You hang your hat. See, you got a 10-year plan. Let's just say you don't people homo. You still got plans for the future here in America. You still with this shit, though. You still trust him first because he the one that pushed it, but you will know. So in a roundabout way, you a homo. You a fake. You got it.
He said, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Yep.
Swelling out in a high wall.
And that's that build up. Because you just going back, these people don't consider the things that play on the planet Earth. When the gas and shit jumped up with the cyber attacks, they still taking place. Niggas took barrels of gas home. But once everything died down, you see a nigga had some shit like that.
Yeah.
After everything, when it kind of quiet down, you see the nigga at the chicken wing spot again. At the bar. like ain't shit happened.
Yeah.
He riding that gas out now. He
Yeah.
ain't got no more barrels. He, you know,
Yeah.
he's floating around the city because he had to take advantage of that sunny day. You know what I mean? The nigga didn't know. They were like, "See, this it right here."
Yeah.
But once it died down, like, fuck that, man. I'm going because this shit might happen again. I mean, you read that again.
He said, therefore, this iniquity should be to you as a Greek ready to fall, swell it out in the high wall.
See, it's a buildup. But that didn't die down. Gas still high.
Yeah.
You still got cyber attacks going on.
Yep.
There's still food shortages and still shit going on. So it's sweating out in a high wall, you got it. So yeah, you see this big ass bubble in your roof, in your ceiling. A bitch is gonna pop.
Yeah.
You don't know when. You will see it. You acknowledge it. But when it finally busts on you, when it fall upon you, you're gonna be suddenly taken. Even though you acknowledge you seen it, but you didn't consider it. So when it fall upon you, you're gonna be taken, man. You're gonna be spared.
You got it out.
Oh, no, this is it.
I got it. It's Isaiah 13 and verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil.
Yeah, the world, this world, you got it.
And the wicked for their iniquity.
Woo.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
And how the fuck gonna do that? It's gonna be by way of that world play.
She running out of gas. That's all she got to do.
But he's still proud though.
Yeah.
But he said he's gonna cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And it's gonna be by way of these plagues. One of the things, one of the plagues,
Yep.
it's gonna be the famine, man.
Yep.
See, that's gonna humble anybody. See, even I remember I used to have a dog and shit, and he liked the table food. I try to give him dog food, he ain't like the shit. So I only kept that dog food until he got home. He started eating the shit.
Yeah.
He home. That's how you humble somebody when you don't feed them.
Yep.
You don't feed them. That's how they get home. So that's gonna be a play that's gonna humble you. You ain't gonna be cool being home. You can't even play that shit off.
Yeah.
My brother like, I got the chicken, man. Yeah, bro, let me get about 2 more. You ain't gonna play it out. You won't. Shit.
Oh, what's that stick?
Yeah, you not
You're not
hungry.
yourself when you're hungry.
Shit. You can't play home being hungry. Because even you just play it, your stomach gonna tell on you, man. Somebody gonna say something. You got it out.
Yeah, it says, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
See, lay low the haughtiness and the terrible Edomites, so-called white men. Because how this nigga terrible? Through his military. This is how he was able to wreak havoc upon the planet Earth. This is how he got in power. Telling he was gonna live by the sword. And when you go into that word live, it means it goes into growth. So this is how this nigga, what they call it, glowed up.
Yep.
Through that thing, man. Robbery, murder. You know? But the order's gonna take that all away from you. But that another part is gonna humble these niggas in the military. You got the charity. That's nothing to be perceived. See, the Lord is gonna do things to niggas, man. Start with the Edomite, because you the real nigga. They just imitate what you do. Nobody says nothing. You gonna play the world and the crowd. You got it?
It says, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of both.
Yeah, and that's talking about the elect. They have the proper knowledge and understanding of Yahweh, real doctrine. And he said the gold over, that's the finest gold. That means you got the finest doctrine.
Yeah.
You got the cream of the crop. Tell you the word of the Lord is what purified, is still purified 7 times. You know, so the carriers of that word is gonna be like that over gold. Precious.
Yeah.
You got it?
It says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place.
See? So the Lord's gonna shake the heavens. Meaning what? This Lord is shaking this nigga out of his seat. And it's gonna be in its perfection when the planet Earth actually sinks. By the way of those missiles, man. You know? You got it.
It says, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, in the day of his fierce anger.
See, it's on the point of day this is going to take place. It's already set in stone. It's already free. All thing we're doing is bringing forth the message. So when it do come, you will know about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. See, you're going to know about the Lord one way, form, of fashion. Either you're going to know it now, you're going to believe the report, or you're going to be in it. One way or the other, you're going to know about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's just us just to tell you before it fully manifests.
We get the blood off our hands.
That's it.
We're going to be justified because we went out and did what he asked us to do.
That's it.
Going on, it says, and it shall be as the chase road, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land.
Yep.
And every one that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone that is found. So if, out of all this going on, even now, you have motherfuckers really separate from America. You know, they're not buying on what the so-called white man present. Just the ones that's outside of the circle, outside of the truth. They fled away from America. You know, now believing what that government said. You know, when they talk about taking the jab, that kind, you have Edomite saying, hell no. You know, but out of everything said and done, you got all this information coming out. If you still with this nigga, you're gonna really die. Everyone is found gonna be thrust through, you got it.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
See, so you caught in bed with this nigga, commit adultery with this nigga, you gonna really die. Love gonna kill you, man, at the end of the day. You know, but that was it on that one. All right, just going back, what you were talking about, martial law is going to take place, these shutdowns. This once again is about to happen in a major way on a global scale, man. See, it was a shutdown on a global scale. People forgot that.
Yep.
Like, it was motherfuckers in Italy couldn't go out the door. Like, if you go outside there, they got scrapped, like, man.
Yeah, man.
So, and, you know what I mean? They just told you, you got it. You got it.
It's more draconian in those places, too.
Yeah.
Australia, New Zealand, India, you know, France. These folks are more draconian.
Yep.
And that's how you know when it finally hits him, man. It's going to be extremely severe. These folks are gonna fall apart. Yep. Like we've been going into this wisdom and knowledge going to be the stability of our time because we know what's going on. But these people gonna fall apart, man. They're not going to have any hope. Yep. You got something up? Yeah.
Chapter 19, verse 41. And when he was come near, he beheld the city.
And the city is talking about the people, man. Ain't just talking about the buildings. The city, the people make the city. You know? The people is what really make the city. Yeah.
And wept over it.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, if thou hast known, even thou, at least in this thy day.
And you see the key word. When the Lord was leaping over the city, the key word was that if you would have known, that would prevent them. If you have known, at least in this thy day, the things which belong to thy people, which is this word. It's truth, man.
God, it's Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Yep.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
See? You are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You dead from the neck up. And it plays out through your actions. That's how you destroy it. Because it'll physically manifest by you actually dying. You living a certain lifestyle because you lack the proper knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which is the doctrine of life.
If I may,
yeah, you got it.
You have the lack of knowledge not to eat pork. Now you got gout.
Yeah.
You know, or you got high blood pressure. You suffer from diabetes because you ain't want to do what the Lord say do.
Hey, because it's a build up to it. Because you be eating in your 20s. And now you just hit 40, your foot got to get cut off. It's a build up to it. You know, Lord he'll give you a chance. He'll let everything run his course to see if you repent. You know, but then once you did, Now judgment got to take place. But it said you are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And they ain't just talking about conventional knowledge. It's talking about the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, man. You got it.
It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou
And you reject knowledge by when the prophets displayed. That's when you reject it. Because the prophets just common men, you know, that ain't like we flow. You might see me at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All modern shit. But I'm telling you, don't do this.
Yep.
Do that.
Yep.
And that mother reject that because they like, man, hey, oh, that's why they told y'all, ain't you the carpenter's son?
Yeah.
Like, don't we know his sisters and his brothers?
how this man know nothing.
Yeah, how you, this man never learned how he know, you know, by what authority?
Yep.
Did, you know?
Yep.
But it's from on high, man. You got it.
It says, I will also reject thee,
Mm-hmm.
that thou shalt be no priest to me.
Yep.
See thou yeah. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High, I will also forget thy children.
See? So you, the devil got you this time. That's why they can't get it.
Yep.
That's that, what's famous for? It's played out in profession in this time, lifetime right here. You can bring preach articles, videos, break it all the way down to it. But it's that flaming sword, that angel flaming sword blocking.
Yep. It's terrible.
Understand.
It's the way of life.
That's it. It's real life, man.
It's the way out here.
So that's the importance of having this word. Though. You not understanding this, you're going to cause yourself, man. Especially, really, if you here in America, you only got two choices. Well, we ain't choose, but we just hope we fall into the right light.
Right. That's it.
Either we here to be delivered or to be destroyed here in the land of America. Because this whole land man is going to be destroyed. And the bridge to our salvation or your destruction is when this word is on the plate. How you add to that cut, that's going to determine your fate. Because everybody going to get cut. We all got cut. That's why we out here. But you have people that got cut and they rejected it.
I got one more.
You got it.
Proverbs 13:13.
That's it.
Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
See, and that's plain point, cut to, you know, straight to the point. If you despise this, you reject this word, you're going to die.
Yep.
What else? See? Hey, that's the days of Noah. What else did Noah really tell you in that day? He's going to say, you better come help me with this ark and repent. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't like they were just going to have a free. You had to work too. You had to work, get you can visit room, or you can die. But that's what we saying in this lifetime. And the ways of death is pride. So it ain't like it's gonna be swift. The Lord got plans for these Americans.
It says, but he that feareth the commandment.
See, he that fear the commandment, which is really hearkening to Yahweh Shah. We read verse 18. That's the commandment. You know, hearing the word, hearing Yahweh Shah. The Lord said, hear ye him. Listen to him. That's the commandment. So whoso feareth the commandment, you got it,
shall be rewarded.
And what's that reward? That reward is mercy, man. Because in the times to come, that's going to be the hottest commodity. That's going to just everybody want to live, you know. So that's going to be a very hot commodity in the time to come. Mercy. That's going to, our motherfucker say that's the hottest thing on the stock market.
Yeah.
When all hell break loose, mercy is going to be the ideal thing to have.
You're going to wish that the Lord have you in his favor in that day.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to wish that he looked out for you in that day, man. When all hell break loose, you're going to be totally at the mercy of the Lord. Because he's orchestrating all these things. He's causing these players to happen. He's causing the great drought to happen. He's causing the famine to increase.
Yeah, hey, that's why it says sorrow is gonna be upon it on every side. So that's just like you in a room with no door in. The only way out is up. So the help gotta come from on high. It's nothing corner we can get out this situation. Only thing we can do is just hope the Lord have mercy on us. That's what it's gonna come down to. It's gonna be the precepts that's gonna be the stability of our time. That's gonna be the strength of our salvation. You go through certain situations, like, yeah, the precept said we're gonna eat. Then it happens. You guys know what's in on that?
Yeah, that was
You
it.
go back that same
Luke chapter 19, verse 42, saying, if thou hadst known,
See, if thou has known it, because it's gonna come down to the precepts.
Yeah.
It's gonna come down to that. This truth, this understanding. Thou has known, you got it.
even thou, at least in that, like at least if in thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace.
See, which is this truth. Oh, the thing that will be for our welfare, which is the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Shai. See, we ain't coming under the banner of Christianity in the modern sense. We're not Baptist, Methodist, because they got their own form of doctrine that based off this book. This is the true understanding, proper knowledge, no private interpretation of Yahweh Hashem Shai, man. That was going to preserve us, man. You got it.
Can I get something real
You got
quick?
it. You got it.
This is Psalms, I believe, 119 and 104.
Yep.
Real quick.
Yep.
Psalms 119 and 104. It says, through thy precept, I get understanding.
See, through the precepts, which that word, a precept, it goes into the commandments as well. Because this book in its entirety is commandments. Because everything that you see that's written within this book is going to play out. It's played out, it's playing out, or it's about to play out. That's why it's known as commandment. Because everything the Lord say, it happens. It manifests. The Lord never gives suggestions.
That's it.
It ain't like the Lord saying, yeah, but, nah. Whatever the Lord say, it plays out physically. Either just by the way the wind blowing, bird chirping,
Yup.
is manifesting, man. Everything the Lord say, it happens. So that's why the precepts, they are commandments. But it said, through thy precepts, I get understanding. You got it?
Therefore, I hate every false way.
That's why we condemn Christianity, this modern form of Christianity. And everything that follows that. Islam or whatever. That's anything outside of this. We condemn it. Continue on, matter of fact, on that on verse 105.
Like, verse 105, it says, the word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
Because this word is what's going to guide us, man. Because Christianity would lead you to stumbling blocks. It would lead you to certain bad situations, man. But having this word, the true knowledge and understanding this doctrine, this way will get you over these things. Will get you around it. Out of the valley of the shadow of death. Having this word will get you out of the marriage. It starts mentally, but it's going to grow physically when we actually, the very same thing we're believing in, we out of here, man. You got it.
It says, I have sworn and I will perform it.
Woo, see? So everything the Lord say is going to actually play out.
Yep.
It's going to manifest. You got it?
That I will keep thy righteous judgment.
Which is this understanding the truth.
Yep.
But I think that was it on that. All right, go back to it.
But now they are hid from thine eyes.
See, now. And that word now was just talking about, and when the Lord was saying now. Now means when you read it now. Because it's going to be perfected in this lifetime. Even though the Lord constantly talked about 7 AD, but that was just a prelude of what was going to play out in this lifetime. Now the very same thing that's going to heal you and protect you is hid from your eyes. You looking for the flashlight is in your face, but Lord got a covering over your eyes, so you never gonna find it. You got it.
For the days shall come upon thee.
The day shall come. Prophecy is a appointed day. 7 AD happened. It's gonna be a appointed day. Jacob's trouble gonna take place. You got it.
That thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee around.
See, yeah, and you're going to see that by the way of these troops. You're going to see tanks in the streets, drones in the earth. This nigga going to surround, dealing with Jake, Jake stay in neighborhoods surrounded by train tracks. That's a strategic move by the so-called white man. That wasn't just put there for nothing. You surrounded by train tracks, so when he's trying to lock down, he ain't gonna have nowhere to go. You got it.
And keep thee in on every side.
Meaning the lockdown.
Yeah.
That was gonna the lockdowns gonna play out in this profession in this lifetime. Because back then that was a form of lockdown. They got to the point they reduced in
Yep.
their children and
that family.
that family.
Ooh.
Because you know what I mean? You gotta restock.
Yep.
But they start looking at their little boy.
Yep.
That's gonna fly even more. You got a restaurant on every side, on every corner. Once the Lord takes stuff, food and water away, man, you people gonna lose it, man. And the lockdown gonna contribute to that. You know, these ain't gonna keep you in on every side. So you gonna have a tank in front of your street in your door, waiting on you to open that door. You can't go get your mail no more. They gonna email you your mail. That's how bad it's gonna get. But you gonna if them lockdowns coming, man, ain't like that died down.
Yep.
It wasn't like that was just down. You can forget about it. We couldn't bounce back. No, man. Don't nothing die down when you have by outside. It grows into its perfection. You might see an inkling of it, but it ain't ripe yet. It's just like you examining a plant, a fruit. You like, yeah, I need a few more.
Yep.
And you come back and see it, and it's ripe now.
Ready to pluck.
Yeah, the Lord just showing you is on his way. Just like how you hear about like missile talk, war.
Yeah.
The Lord is showing you you got to entertain that idea now. So when it happens, then you know it's the Lord. So you got it.
And shall lay thee even with the ground.
See, meaning what? They're going to kick in your door and lay you down. Yep. Oh, that's why they got the FEMA kill list.
Yep.
See, they ain't just something that somebody made up. They were just salty about the government, and they just want to throw dirt on their name. Those are explicit details.
Yeah.
Who's on the red list, the blue list, yellow list, black list. Yep. It's going to be certain orders where they're going to come in your door and just lay you down. You ain't going to even have the luxury of going into a concentration camp.
Yep.
You know? So that's what's about to take place in its perfection in this lifetime, especially here in America.
Yeah,
yep.
It's on the way. Yeah.
Yep. Anytime. Well,
I'm not hard to say that.
That's a prelude to it. Matter of fact, get Revelation 13 started like 15. Because this how they showing, this how they knowing who's showing their allegiance. It's gonna build up to you actually taking it. They just trying to see if you ready to just roll your sleeves up and take it.
Yeah.
It's just a test run.
Trying to see if people gonna comply.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. Get that 13 started 15.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Yeah, and that's talking about the so-called white man have power to give life unto the image of the beast. So that means this man have revived this Roman system. See, this is Roman Empire all over again. This Rome all over again.
Yep.
You look at the political system all the way down to the infrastructure.
Yep.
It's Rome. Yep.
No.
It's Rome all over again. But especially dealing with his laws and his legislations. That's why I say he had power to give life. That's how Rome was revived. That's that dead Rome that was here. This system is back again. You got it.
That the image of the beast shall both speak.
Yep.
And come that his men that do not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
See, so you worshiping the image of the beast is abiding in this system. Which, of course, we got to go to work. We got to pay bills. We got to do that. We slaves. You know, we under suggestion of the so-called white man. So, of course, we got to do that. But you taking a step. Now you pledge your allegiance when you take that stand. That's how you really show that you worship in the image. When you comply to the things that he puts forth, dealing with his philosophy, different ideologies, and it's going to even be more manifest when he tell you to take that.
I got something here.
But it's gonna actually lead you taking an actual chip, because that's going to be the only thing. That's going to be the bridge you continuing in this society. That's going to be the only way you can pay your bill, for you to get a job, to you having a house. You got to have that chip. That's why this is known as the land of traffic, because everything is centered around buying and selling. You going to the store, you want to buy something. So that's gonna be the bridge to it, having that chip. But the prelude is you taking that jab. That's how you show your allegiance. You got it.
This is Exodus chapter 21 and verse
That's
5.
it. Yep.
And if a servant shall plainly say, I love my
So,
master.
matter of fact,
Start up. Start now.
I know that whole
Yeah.
Matter of fact, started one.
Yeah.
That
This,
whole thing.
yeah, this is Exodus chapter 21 and verse 1. Yep. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before thee.
See, and this concern law, certain situations. Those the law here, how to handle certain situations. Now this situation that we in now, we're gonna get out of here, man. You know, you got it.
If thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve.
Yep.
And in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing.
And that said, we in the completion of our captivity, man. We about to go out. You know, Esau understand this law, man. You know, you got it.
It says, if he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself.
Yep.
If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him.
Yep.
If his master have given him a wife,
yep,
and she have borne him sons or daughters.
And in this modern time, that's talking about different perks. Different things he gives you to keep you here. He'll give you $100 million contract to play basketball. Keep you here. Everybody else that look up to you here. Ain't just physically, but in the mind. Because you can go to Egypt and go to McDonald's. So America's really everywhere, but it's really talking about a mindset. Keep you on the banner of this man you got.
It says, the wife and her children shall be her master, and he shall go out by himself.
And that's why that lets you know we ain't gonna leave out of this place. We're gonna leave out of this place for nothing. You got it.
It says, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master.
And that's you pledging allegiance to the so-called white man. You say you love your master. You got a 10-year plan. You want America to continue. You ain't gotta have a flag flying out your window to be a patriot. But if you do things or you have things that need America to still be here, you saying you love your master. Because you okay with Jake being shot in the streets. You can say, yeah, I hate it. But then you signing up for a 401k. So you don't hate it that much. You love America more than that. You got it.
It says, and if that servant shall plainly say, I love my master, he said, plainly say, you submitting to them rules. It says, I love my master, my wife, and my children. I will not go out free. See? Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or to the doorpost, and his master shall pour through his ear with an oil, and he shall serve him forever.
So it said that was like a token of you being a slave forever. You put a boy through, here's your ear, like an earring. So you are needed, and so that you're gonna be that your master serves forever. But it's now playing out a modern term when you actually get pierced in your hand or having it in your forehead, which that's Neuralink, which you did come up against like ain't no shit. But you got Neuralink. You know, that's part of those great wonders as well, that those blind wonders. So mother gonna get the chip to start walking again. You know, get that Isaiah 36.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trust in the staff of this broken reed.
So you trust in this broken system. Because America's system is broken. That's why it's called a great reset. They let you know, they acknowledge that something wrong. That's why they say make America great again. All these things contribute to that they acknowledge that this system is over and done with. You know, but you still got people actually trusting in this broken system. Money about to crash. All these things we see that America is circling down the drain, but you still people going head over heels for this place. Yeah. You see all these symptoms of the downfall of a kingdom, and you still got people all in on it. You got it? On Egypt. On Egypt. But this captivity with here in America. You got it?
Whereon, if a man lean,
if you lean, because you looking for as support. That was you looking for support. Relief. I said, boy, Now he cut it off.
Yep. There you go.
Eloy, man. But they lost though.
Yep.
They already lost,
They
man.
already
We
lost.
just seeing it play out. That's just like you watching the final 0-2. You already know who won. Now you just seeing who stole the most. That's all, man. You gotta go out. Read it again.
No, their trust in the stamp of the come free on Egypt.
Yep.
Whereon, if a man lean, he will go into the tank and pierce it.
See, so if you trust in this system, it gets to the point once you put so much pressure on it, you're gonna get pierced.
Mm.
And that's how you're gonna show your allegiance to the so-called white man. Mostly, it's when you take that thing, man.
Yep.
It starts with this, then it's gonna end with this. That's why, matter of fact, get that on Sirach.
Yep. Sirach chapter 21 and verse 2.
Yep.
Flee from sin
Yep.
as from the face of a serpent.
And the face of the serpent is the image. That's all. The face of the serpent is talking about the image of the beast, man. Because with this system here, it embodies sin. You know, it tells the whore with the golden cup. That's democracy, man. Because with democracy, that's like opening Pandora's box. That's like when you open something, a whole bunch of roaches come out. That's democracy. Because what follows that is homosexuality, feminism, and the plus of other abominable things. You know? So we sin after the face of the serpent. You got it?
For if thou comest too near it,
So if you come too near it,
it will bite thee. The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men.
So it said the serpent will bite you. And the serpent got two fangs. And they hollow too.
Yep.
That's those needles in this modern term. That's why he's gonna bite you and stab. And the other thing gonna be that tip.
Yep.
And they're gonna kill you.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to. That's he ain't known that the serpent, but right now he's done it. Of course, he's done it, you know. But hopefully, he asked for to play the song of the serpent by freaking, man. That's all I don't know. Y'all about to smell shots the husband. He's gold. Sometimes this nigga actually freaking. So, that was it on that idea. Come.
So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
So if you trust in the so-called white man, you're gonna show it by when you take the jab, and it's gonna be more established when you take the chip. But either way, if you do that, you're gonna die. And ain't no reversing it. Matter of fact, get Revelation 14. Okay. So it's a penalty for siding with the so-called white man. There's certain things we can repent from. But taking that, you can't repent from that.
This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark.
See, so that lets you know, you been in this system, you actually with it, it's going to lead to you actually taking the tip. Like I said, you got to help American man find out your help to show you down with America. But you continue to buy this system, you got plans for the future here, it's going to lead to you actually taking that mark. Like I said, the jab is just a prelude. That's not the MO. It's just showing who's in alliance with him. But it's going to lead to you actually taking it. That's part of you worshiping the image, you taking the jab. But the lead is going to be cemented by taking the chip. You got
if I may, the scripture say never trust your enemy. You know, so you trusting in this devil, you got to, it's a paper for that. If you read it, it says, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
So meaning what? When World War III take place, whoever took the tip, they're going to still be here. It tells us to throw them into the wine press, or really just keep them here in America. Because the whole land mass of America will be destroyed. Like, this whole land is going to be wiped off the map. So whoever left here,
gonna die.
they're going to die here. And as you can see, that's not going to be a swift death. But they're going to be tormented. Because as we get closer and closer to the day of the Lord, the death is going to be worse. It's going to get worse. Like, it tells you it's better to die by the sword than die by the famine. So you'd rather get shot in the head than to be starved. So it lets you know different levels of death. But when the Lord returns, whoever have pledged allegiance to the so-called white man, they're going to die here in America. You gotta go.
Jeremiah 16:4.
Yep.
All right, I'm starting verse 3.
You got it.
All right, he said, thus say Yahweh concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning the mothers that bear them, and concerning the fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous death. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth.
See, so that's concerning everybody that it said they were born here, and they were really talking about everybody that's made their bed here, man. Because it said the one that bore sons and daughters. Now you put your kids on to America. You trying to get them to go to college, play football, so they can make it. So-called make it. So the Lord said He's gonna kill them with a grievous death. They're gonna be consumed by the sword, the famine, plus of other things. Because that's like you cheating on the Lord. You know, that's why that's the first commandment. Really, it tell you don't have no other God. That's like committing adultery with the Lord. So you sign with America, that you really man in bed with so-called white man. You know, so the only way to solve this is just kill them. That's how the Lord gets down. You got
that's actually in the law. That's it. A man catch his wife with another man, you gotta kill both of them. So Esau gotta go, and the 2/3 of Israel, which is known as a covenant woman, gotta go too. You gotta put him to death. That's the only way. That's see the law of spirit.
Yeah, that's why Lord He simplified it for us to show how He feels. Because He's gonna play on a bigger scale now. You seeing people dying by a building falling apart, but that's because they did something that offended Yahweh Shem Shah. Just like you go shoot a nigga because he did something to you. That's how the Lord get that. You know.
So Micah 2:10.
That's it.
It says, "Arise ye and depart. For this is not your rest."
So it said, "Arise ye and depart," meaning refrain from the ideologies, ways of America. Because we can't, like I said, you can't literally leave America because you're gonna see a McDonald's somewhere else. That's talking about leaving the mindset of America. But that's why I said this is not your rest, meaning don't make your bed here. You know, don't get settled here. Even though, we got to pay bills, we got to do this, we got to do that. Look, but certain things, you take unnecessary steps to be here in America. Because you got people that know they're going to die and trying to find the most comfortable way till they die here in America. You know what I mean? So, but it says, arise and depart, this is not your rest, you got it.
It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction.
See, it's going to destroy you even with the sword destruction. It starts by the mind, but it grows until something physically happens to destroy you. Because we already know it's the pollution. You ain't talking about just regular polluted air. Because you got, of course, you might be in a house. You go outside, you spend a chemtrail. So it's the pollution talking about the different ways, the ideologies, a lot of places.
If I may, America then created these jakes with pants halfway out their ass, purple hair, with a pointy cowl and a purse around their waist. This is what that's the abomination that America has created, man. That has to be destroyed with this place. I ain't gonna find a jake like that going up in the chairs, man. I promise you. That's it. Black coach.
All that's dope.
I got two.
You got it.
This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but
be not conformed, meaning what? With form. You actually shaping and molding yourself to the ways of America. Now you got to move up. So you can be part of the crowd. Because everybody, you might go in the store, they look at you crazy, you hair and shit. But you come that motherfucker mohawk, they be like, oh, that's just You part of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't be with the form of this world. Oh, that's why I tell Jeremiah, why trimmest thou thy way? See,
Lord, huh?
you know, that's just like what's that old game show? You try to fit into the hole. You know, so you doing this
Yeah.
to get to, you know.
Yeah, conform.
Yeah, that's it.
That's thing.
So don't be with the form of this world, you got it.
But be transformed
Yep.
by the renewing of your mind.
See, so that lets you know a rising apart is concerning departing from the ways and ideology and the philosophy, the image of the beast.
Huh.
I said, flee from sin.
Yep.
That's from the face. So
Yep.
that means forget Christianity and
Yeah.
Islam and love everybody.
Yeah.
Let bygones be bygones, and even down to if he let him do that over there.
Yeah.
All that we can all that we can deny it.
It says that ye may prove what is that good
Yep.
and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
And we're proving it through the scripture. And the perfect will of the Most High is the Lord, his intents, his plans, and purposes is to destroy America, Babylon the Great. That's why I talked about throughout the scripture. America is talked about all the way from Genesis,
Yep.
all the way to Revelation. We put push out of every book dealing with America. Because that's what everything about to be summed up to, the destruction of America. This how the Lord, this how the Lord gonna once again show his power. This the venue the Lord have chosen to once again gain fame upon the planet Earth. How he did in Egypt, he's gonna do it once again in America. But this time, it's gonna be talked about forever.
Yeah.
And you're gonna know who did it, because people lose the sight of who did it to Egypt. This time you're gonna know perfectly well it was Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that did this to America. And that's why we are here today to
Huh.
declare that.
Give you the warning. This is Second Ezra chapter 16. Second Ezra 16 and verse 74.
Yep.
Hear ye, my beloved, saith the Lord.
Yep.
Behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
Yep.
But I will deliver you from the thing.
See, so all hell gonna break loose, but it's the spirit of above, which is the elect of Yahweh Yahushua. They're gonna be delivered from these things.
Lord willing, we'll be out here every Friday and every Saturday we'll be at Railroad Park. Yeah, we are Israelites.
Y'all Israelites.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that was how myself.
Fear the Lord.
Well,
Everybody spirit.
Yeah,
We all
that's right.
Hey, that's right. Yeah, that's that. We drunk at one point.
Yep,
That's it.
yep.
Wait
That's
on
the
this
seed.
though.
Yeah.
It's a real image right here. Yep.
Right. That's it.
Oh yeah. That's what's up right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a dope man.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice old dope man right
Yeah,
there.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's it. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will. One thing.
About 2:30, 3 o'clock out here. All right, y'all do the same. Thank you. Shalom. Shalom. Again, it says, yeah, that is. Yeah. That's the Lord picking and choosing who He wants to understand His wisdom, which leads to life. That's heavy, man. We started out with that. Having this knowledge leads to life. Back in 2 Ezra 16 and verse 75, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God.
See, so don't be afraid of what's about to take place. Why I say that?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be in troublesome situations.
See?
It ain't like it's gonna be a walk in the park when all hell breaks loose. Yeah, we're gonna have English where we're gonna laugh. Of course, the scripture say that.
God.
We're gonna be rejoicing and eating this shit,
Yep.
but it's still certain trials and tribulations and shit we're gonna have to go through. Of course. Tell the righteousness of the Most High is revealed from faith to faith. So our faith gonna have to be tested.
God.
It's just level 1 of faith going out.
God.
Now you're gonna see how you gonna act when the Lord send them troops and you actually get caught and hemmed up in the concentration camp. That's the next level of faith that you're gonna have to. And let's just say you get away from the first time.
Yeah.
Then you get caught the second time. How you gonna react?
Yeah.
So your faith gonna be tested.
Yeah.
But it said, "Be ye not afraid, neither doubtful. How about your outside? Your God, you got it."
And the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts.
Because that's what's gonna stabilize us, man. It said the commandments and the precepts, which is the doctrine, man. The doctrine of Yahweh Shai. You got it?
It says, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up you.
Yeah, because that lets you know we can't be saved by the law. So it ain't like we throw the law out. Of course, we gotta do everything, to the best of our ability. But that just let you know we need Yahweh Shai, man. That's who we need. That just give us more credence to worship Yahweh Shai and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause that's the only way we're gonna get out, man. You got something? Yeah.
Remember not that they that you
Yep.
while the evil days come not, from the years going on,
Yep.
when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
See, so you gotta now, folks, you can't go to a mother. So you can't watch who playing in the finals football as well. LeBron, whatever.
Yeah.
When everything really takes place, you better get this now. Because in that time to come, it's gonna be over with, man. Oh, it tells you, you better know what to pray for. Think you're trying to wrap it in when you go and turn his face. When all hell breaks, man. Yeah, you got it. Huh?
That's bad. The Lord has his face toward us right now. So we see it as wisdom not understanding. Yeah, faith.
That's that image, man.
That's it.
That's the image.
Yep.
Yeah, thus say Yahweh Shai, stand ye in the ways and see. Ask for the old path, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said we will not walk therein.
Hey, and this way is the way to rest, to peace. Oh, it said the good way. That's the good doctrine. This one's gonna lead to life. Because every doctrine got a destination. That's why you subscribe to certain things. Because you're trying to get to a certain climax. You're trying to climax. You're trying to find some form of relief. But this right here, this is the beginning stages of that relief, that rest. It's going to physically manifest in our Lord Yahweh Shai if we enter into the charity. This is the good way. But they said they didn't want to walk therein. Oh, that's why I tell Isaiah 59, wasting and destruction is in their path. That's what it's ultimately going to lead to. Anything outside of this, you're going to die. You here in America, you're going to die. That's coming to your soul. And endure to the end. That's the clause in the contract. Got endure to the end, man. Just Lord, when we pray that we do that. All right, so with that, I can just hold the edifying and give all praise and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Let it get double honors to the apostle elders, great mills, like 6 7 arms, teach word on sincerity. DTA,
A Bible soon.
very soon. Very soon. 10 minutes.